let's dive into the world of milk steaming. While we may already know the basics of steaming milk, there are always details to perfect. And producing great latte art requires a combination of using particular kinds of milk and also steaming techniques. The capable steam wand on the Linea Mini gives us 1.7 bars of pressure, heating the milk incredibly fast. This can be lowered slightly in the La Marzocco Home app, but being able to steam milk quickly is important if we need to be able to make lots of drinks in a row. For that, we're going to need the power. The ideal temperature for milk will vary depending on personal preference, but the hotter that milk gets, the less sweet and less structurally sound it becomes. A higher heat, such as above 150 degrees Fahrenheit or 65 degrees Celsius, will cause our foam to dissipate more quickly. If well-structured milk is our goal, then we should heat the milk to about 140 degrees Fahrenheit or 60 degrees Celsius. This is just when the pitcher starts feeling pretty hot to our hand. Professional baristas in cafes have practiced and experimented with making drinks that taste fantastic, perfecting the structure and temperature of the drinks that they serve. Before we begin actually steaming the milk, we must pick the right size pitcher. A smaller 30 centiliter pitcher is for a 125 to 250 milliliter drink. The larger 60 centiliter pitcher is for a 350 milliliter drink or for milk sharing. Proper preparation is key. Start with a clean machine, cold milk, and the right size pitcher. Only fill the pitcher about halfway, as more than that can cause it to overflow during steaming. Milk is particular, and all milks will steam differently. We can steam many different types of milk on our machine, but some will give us more ideal results than others. For example, whole milk creates a creamier microfoam due to its higher fat content. But a well-crafted barista blend of non-dairy milk can also achieve similar results. And some people even make their own alternative milks at home or in cafes that can be delicious and steam well. We might make slight variations to our process in special cases, but in general, it's all pretty much the same. Start by purging the steam wand to clear any condensation. Then insert the steam wand tip just below the milk surface and turn it on, keeping the wand to the side so that the milk spins while it heats. When the pitcher feels pretty hot, turn it off. Once the wand has been purged and clean, we can then pour our art. First, pour a small amount of milk around the espresso to create a base. Make sure to be a little higher from the espresso here, and then drop down as we get close to make our art. Let's pour a tulip. For this, we will make small, quick pours, each one stacked on top of the last. Pour a little faster here to help the textured part of the milk slide out onto the surface of the drink. And here's a few milk steaming pro tips. If a few larger bubbles show up in the finished milk, gently tap the pitcher on a flat surface to remove them and swirl the pitcher to keep the milk integrated. Start pouring the art as soon as possible once the milk has been steamed, as the foam will start to rise and separate from the liquid quickly. With steaming any type of milk, there's a certain texture balance that we're aiming for. And even if we have achieved microfoam, a thicker or thinner version will have a certain look to it when poured. If we end up with a thicker milk after steaming, it will be best to pour something a little less intricate, such as a heart, because the overall contrast will be less. With milk steamed on the thinner side, our design will be more crisp and have a lot of contrast. And this is achieved by keeping the tip of the steam wand close to the surface of the milk for a very short period of time. With all that said, it's good to remember that latte art itself won't make our drinks taste better. So we should have fun with it and enjoy the coffee even if our design isn't quite what we hoped for.